According to Kyiv Post, the Trump administration is quietly pushing to weaken a UN resolution on Ukraine, stripping language that affirms the country's territorial integrity and condemns Russia's presence in occupied areas. This marks a sharp departure from the unified front long held by NATO and European allies, who have gone the extra mile to support Kyiv's position.
This is another example of Washington walking away from Ukraine's core interests at a critical diplomatic juncture.
European envoys warn that removing explicit references to territorial integrity could dilute the international response and signal a shift in Washington's priorities. Countries like Germany, France, and Poland, which have consistently backed Ukraine, may find their efforts undermined by the US push.
If the language goes, the message to Moscow is that the US is no longer leading the defense of the international order.
The Trump administration wants the resolution recast under the broader label of the war in Ukraine, removing specific language on occupation and aggression. Allies see this as a serious break from the Transatlantic consensus and a weakening of diplomatic pressure.
It's not about semantics. It's about whether the world continues to recognize Russia's occupation as illegal or starts treating it as a fact of life.
Senior EU officials warn that America's pivot could leave Europe to shoulder the burden alone, undermining unity and credibility. For the EU, which has consistently taken a firm stance in support of Ukraine, Washington's move comes as a major diplomatic disappointment. According to Kyiv Post, this highlights a growing rift between the US and its closest allies at the UN. With the UN vote looming, the world watches as the US steps back from its leadership role, leaving Europe to carry the fight for Kyiv. Trump's stance casts serious doubt on Washington's commitment, signaling a willingness to let long-standing diplomatic norms crumble. According to Kyiv Post, this bold pivot could shift the balance of power at the UN straight into Moscow's favor.
Чем быстрее, тем лучше завершение конфликта.